So I guess it's myself. Yeah.
Let's go a little deeper.
Deeper than that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want you to lose for me. You'll be my latest victim. Why would you wanna do that for me? Why you wanna do that?
I said,
Yeah.
mirror, mirror on the wall, all of a sudden wanna call.
Name.
Milan Hightower, aka Dirty G.
Where you from?
I was born in Newark, New Jersey, but I was raised in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's your occupation?
I am a recording artist slash. I like to say I'm an all-around entertainer. For real, anything with the arts, I'm pretty much involved in. So, yeah.
Favorite song?
My favorite song, or like that I made, or just favorite song in
Your
general.
favorite song?
Favorite song? It'll probably "Over My Dead Body" by Drake. Yeah, yeah.
Favorite song that you made?
Favorite song that I made. Wow. I don't think I've gotten there yet. I think I love all my songs the same right now. I haven't gotten to that pocket to where I'm like, this is my favorite. So, yeah, I don't think I have an answer for that yet.
Let's reflect. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? And I want you to give this 10 seconds before you speak.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I can't look at. All right, let me look at myself. Hold on. Um, I see somebody who didn't make it to the barbershop today. First, I was planning to go to the barbershop for this. But seriously, I see probably for the first time ever, I see an adult, like somebody growing up. You know, a lot of times I think I just been living life and not really paying attention to time. But like as of lately, I just really been paying attention more of my facial features changing, my body, like everything just changing. Um, I see a dreamer. I see a go-getter. I see somebody who doesn't give up. I see somebody who's been through a lot and still fighting to finish the journey. I see somebody with a story to tell. I see somebody with a lot of like different, like, I guess personalities, different sides of myself, I guess. Yeah. That's what I see.
To the person who doesn't know at all, who is Dirty G?
Dirty G is somebody who's overcome the nice guy. Dirty G is the older version of GT. Dirty G is the older version of Dirty Sauce guy. Like, Dirty G is the person that is gonna tell you no, because before I would probably say yes a lot of times. So Dirty G is like the new person who's like, it's my turn, I guess you could say. Yeah, I feel like that's what this chapter is. Dirty G is just a person that's about himself and not about everybody for once. Yeah.
When you look in the mirror, what do you see that others kind of overlook about you?
Maybe the passion, or I mean, when you look at somebody, can you see passion in somebody though? Or is that more of a feeling? Like, can you actually look at somebody and be like, that person's passionate? So I'll probably have to say, like, when I look at myself, I probably just see like, I don't know, man. That's a deep question, bro. That's actually a good question. Come back to that one. I don't know.
If you had to blame one person, who's to blame for the person you are today?
Blame? Dirty G. Nope, not Dirty G. I take that back. The one person I would have to blame probably Milan. Milan Hightower. I would blame Milan. Cause Milan, he put his career on the shelf to make everybody else happy. And I feel like Milan let GT down because he did that. Yeah. So I guess it's myself. Yeah.
Let's go a little deeper.
Deeper than that.
We all have moments of self-doubt. Can you recall a time that self-doubt entered the mind or when negativity kind of kicked in for you?
Probably when I had left South Coast. When I had left South Coast Music Group. That was probably my darkest days. Because at the time when I left, the label blew up and I wasn't a part of the journey no more. So it was like I was like, damn, it's over for me. Like I'm gonna be forgotten. Like somebody that put in so much work for the city of Charlotte to have an opportunity to go to the next level. And I felt like I had let myself down, I had let my family down, I had let the city down by allowing certain people to get in my head and change my thought process on what I had going on. So I would probably say around that time that was probably my darkest days. Like I ain't do music, I ain't want to do nothing for like a whole like 2 years. It was like yeah, like 2 years. Like right before COVID, I was in a real dark place. Yeah.
What's a consistent struggle that you kind of go through now?
Trying to put everybody on the same level as myself. Thinking everybody think the same the way that I think. When it comes to this, like just business and just moving around, like I be feeling like sometimes like it should be a no-brainer. If I got it, you got it. But sometimes when people got it, that don't mean you got it with them. So I think that's been my biggest thing since I was like 16 though. I remember my song had got played on the radio and we was all walking, we was uptown. I'll never forget this shit. We were walking uptown, I was with the homies. I'm like, damn, I'm excited. Some of the homies like, hell yeah, da da da. And it was this one dude that was like, that'll make you better than us. And it fucked me up. I'm like, well, I didn't say I was better than you. I'm just like, I'm happy my song on the radio. He was like, yeah, but you still right here with us. Like, that'll make you better than us. And from that day forward, I always made it that I didn't want myself to seem bigger than my peers, my friends, my family, or anybody around me. So like I'll get in situations and when I get in that door, I want to bring everybody in. Before I even get to where I need to be, I'm ready to bring everybody. I'm ready to open the floodgates. So that's probably it right there. Like
Is there anything traumatic in your past that kind of affects you today?
Traumatizing. I think the only thing that probably really bothered me is when my pops had went to jail. And that's when I realized I had to be an adult. Like I was like 19, I was like 18, 19. And my dad had got locked up. And like my dad was like clean slate. Like I knew my dad to just be, thought my dad was a nerd growing up, like for real, for real. Like I ain't never think of him to go to jail or anything, or that would even be a possibility. So then when he went to jail and I get a call like, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z to the, you know, I started finding out shit that I had no clue, which I respect my dad for. Like, he ain't tell us a lot of shit. Like, he kept a lot of shit private. Like, whatever he had going on the side, we knew nothing of. So, but I think that shit stuck with me because it's like, you never know what a person's going through, and you never know what someone would do to make sure their family's straight, and you can't judge them off of that. And I think seeing how my parents, it kind of affected my parents after that. After he went to jail, I think it kind of fucked me up a little bit because everybody know, like in the city, everybody know my family is like Red Pyramid, like mom and dad, like that's everybody, mom and dad. So it's like when they kind of split, it was kind of like a little weird, a little bit. It's still weird to this day, but I mean, you know, shit happens.
Admit it. You are addicted to what?
Women.
Let's elaborate on that.
I think it's more so like when I was younger, I had opened up for like Lil Romeo in the 4th grade, and it was like the weekend before school started, and I had just like really moved to Charlotte. So my first day of school, the 4th grade, I got chased down the hallway by girls. Like, no bullshit, like this is true story. And like I had like 2, 3 girlfriends at that time. Like I thought that shit was normal. Like since, what are you, like 8, 9 in the 4th grade? So like just growing up, it was always women. Like I didn't play video games. I ain't hang with niggas. I wasn't playing football. I played basketball a little bit at the YMCA, but nothing too serious. But it was more so just females. Like I love women. I love pretty women. Like that's just what it is. And I grew up watching like movies like The Temptations, and I just thought it was so cool how them niggas used to go on stage and sing, and women would just be like, ah. So I was like, I want that. Like, I don't give a fuck about passing me the football, nigga. I want that attention. So, yeah, it's probably women.
There are low moments in everybody's life. Describe a low moment that you recently felt.
Probably my last relationship for real. I had a good girlfriend. Like I had a girlfriend that probably was like, probably should have like really like got married type shit. But you know, I was young, turned, living life. So I didn't really appreciate it. I kept thinking like, nah, she'll be there, she'll be there, she'll be there. But like, that ain't how that shit work. And then like, when my god brother passed, he passed, and then my best friend had passed away. I just realized something. I was like, damn, like, when you ain't got nobody, like as your friends, like you gonna need that person to like really talk to and like confide to. But I didn't know how to do that because I was never that vulnerable or never that open to be like I'm in my feelings and shit. I always felt like I had to be on the go. I always felt like I had to be her superhero or like be this or my homeboy super. Like I just always felt like I had to be there for people that I didn't know that I was hurting. I didn't know that I was going through shit. So I kind of like gave her the stiff arm and it fucked my relationship up outside of the bullshit I was doing on the side. But like, I know for a fact my mental wasn't really there. And I really realized that shit. Like I really, you know, She like one of the ones that got away. So you just gotta live with that shit. That's what it is.
Do you get motivated out of negativity or positivity?
Big positivity, bro. Like negative energy, I just never dealt with. I really don't even like to even deal with it for real. Like nothing like I've never been a competitive person, and it's probably been my downfall because it's like I've always been in my own lane. So it's like when it'll be hate or this, that, and the third, it's just normal. Like you got to think about it. I've been doing this shit since I was 8. I've been acting since I was 5. So like I've been in the limelight since a kid. So it's like I'm used to people either laughing at me or being like, nah, that ain't it. So it's like anything negative, I don't even pay attention to because it's like it's for what? There's no reason to. So it's definitely the positive things that God be opening doors, and it just be reminding me to keep going.
Let's talk about a moment when things started to turn around for you. It stopped being south, start heading to that north direction. When did things go up for you?
Right before I moved to Atlanta, like I didn't know. Like I was in Charlotte. I was just in Charlotte, bro. Like everybody know me in Charlotte for music, but then everybody know me and my brothers and my boy Cooley for throwing parties, these big ass parties. So like I had found myself, I was like, damn, like I done put my career like kind of like I've been 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the party shit, and I was over it. And then especially like when my partners died, and then I got out my relationship. So I'm like, what the fuck am I here for? My daughter had moved with her grandma. So I'm like, I'm in Charlotte for no reason. I called my cousin. I'm like, yo, Felix, like, bro, I gotta get out of here. And he was like, yo, I got this building. Like, I'm not too sure what I want to do right now. We got the studio in here, this, that, and the third. He was like, maybe you should come out here and check it out. I came to Atlanta that like weekend and we put it together, bro. Like, and just really Atlanta, bro, like coming out here, meeting the homies, like people like Dave, Law, fucking Vaughn. Like, there's certain people here that's keeping me believing that this shit is possible, bro. When you come from a city like Charlotte where it's like everyone there is either married with kids or they working at the bank, it's just regular. And then you come to Atlanta and you realize people appreciate you for your art. That shit'll fuck you up because it's like, damn, I wasted. Not wasted because I don't want to say wasted because Charlotte made me who I am, but I feel like they didn't appreciate the shit that I was doing. I was so ahead of my time and doing shit, it went over niggas' heads that I feel like if I was here in Atlanta doing that shit, it would have stuck and it would have resonated with so many people that, who knows where I'll be today. But like I said, I'm not complaining because I know the journey it's not over. So we're here now. We're here to do all of it. We're here to take over all of it. So at the end of the day, that's just what it is.
What are some daily repetitions you do to kind of stay on course, stay locked in?
I always listen to my music, my brother's music. Just so I can keep fresh in my mind. Like one day I'm gonna turn on the radio and it's gonna be our music. One day I'm gonna go on, turn on the Grammys, BT Awards. It's gonna be us. So I think that's one of the things that just keep me motivated. I used to meditate a lot. I got to get back into that. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and be like I'll be meditating because I don't. I was meditating before everybody got woke. I don't want to sound old, but when I was doing the shit, they was calling niggas weirdos and you need to go to church and you're a devil worshiper because I was like, meditation is key and God live within you and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I read because I hardly read. I don't be reading. My dad said I need to read more, but so probably just I like to stay connected to the youth, like my daughter, my godson. Like I just like to pay attention, make sure I'm present in their lives and just because they're the future. Like, if you don't know what they got going on, you gonna get lost in the wind. So it's like I like to really just keep in touch with like the generation that's coming next. So if that's like helping or like managing or like creative directing the next comers up, I'm always trying to figure out what's new and what's going on. Yeah.
Name a mentor or somebody that kind of, I guess, push you past that mediocre level.
Um, Probably my dad, bro. My dad is my mentor. He might not think I listen to him, but I listen to him a lot. And like I said, my dad's not into the entertainment. He's been in management for years, food management. He's a chef, like nothing totally different courses. But his mother was in the choir. She sang. I'm not even gonna just say my dad. I'm gonna say my mom and my dad because honestly, they were the two that really created who I am. My mom from fashion, my dad from the business mind state. So I'm gonna say my parents together, and I'm blessed to even say that I was brought up with both my parents. Me and my three other brothers, like we was raised with both our parents, so that was a blessing in itself. Um, but yeah, so it's both worlds. You got my mom who's like into the entertainment, like she loves it. Like she was singing and acting when she was a kid. Her dad is a singer. His name is Willie Hightower. He was a singer in the '60s. He had a deal with Columbia Records and all type of shit. And then my dad on the business side, his whole thing is like the music and all that shit is good, but make sure you got your business together. So that's where my business side come from, and then my creative wow zone is from my mom. So I would probably just say both of my parents just being there and really guiding me to be who I am today and never giving up. Like they've been there. They was the ones taking me to auditions to America's Got Talent. When I did the Apollo, my dad, we drove fucking 13 hours to do the Apollo, which they cheated me on that. I came in, I lost to this girl because she hit this one note. The rest of the singing was horrible. She hit one note and I lost. But whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say my parents.
Let's talk about Bloody Nightmare. How did this come about?
So every year, me and the guys, we usually do this big Halloween party back home called Sicko Mode. We've been doing it. This would have been the 7th year. Um, and Cooley's always said, bro, drop a project with it, drop a project. But we just be so busy with the actual event that I never put a project out. And I was just saying, I was like, well, since we're not doing an event, we in Atlanta, I'm like, since I told myself I'm focused on music, it's like it's only right that since I didn't do an event, I do a project. Uh, so I did a project. It's just I'm big on like creating vibes, like, and I'm just getting into that bag, like understanding my placement in this industry. Like the industry is in fucking it's all over the place right now, and I'm trying to figure out where would I fit. And it's like one thing I respect about Mariah Carey is that she's gonna get a check every Christmas off of that song, regardless. She don't need to put nothing out. But when fucking Christmas hits, bro, everyone knows her record. So it's like, how do you create that same type of feeling? Oh, you do shit that's never gonna leave. Like holidays are never gonna leave. Halloween's always gonna be here. Christmas is gonna be here. Thanksgiving, fucking Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's. So it's like, why not put projects out based around those holidays until one of them pops, until something catches on, but just constantly doing it. And I do it every Christmas. I do my Dirty Christmas Story every year. I've been doing that. I'm probably on like my 4th year, maybe. I think it's like 4 or 5. But anyway, now it's like, well, now I'm gonna start doing it with Halloween, and I'm gonna do it every year. So it's just being consistent in my lane, like just creating that lane of just giving people vibes for every holiday.
Speaking of holidays, do you believe in anything?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely believe in God. I definitely believe it is a higher power, but I also believe that God lives within you. And that you gotta work. You gotta put in that work for that shit to work. I feel like a lot of times people think they can just pray and be like, God got it, and then go on about their day that the shit magically gonna happen. You gotta put that work in. Like once you put that work in, that's when God work. Once you actually showing God that you really want this shit, because He created us in His own image. So it's like, if I look in the mirror, then that means like if He created me, then I look like Him. So it's like I gotta put in that work. But it's definitely a higher power that's leading this shit for sure.
I want you to look in the mirror again. What do you see?
Someone that's a little tired. A little tired.
To that 21-year-old younger you, what advice do you have for him?
Focus on you, bro. Cause everybody you was focusing on then, not even around, P. They not even here, they not even around, they not even... They're nowhere, bro. Nowhere. Focus on yourself. They'll follow up once you focus on yourself. But all that caring about how they feel and what they think, when you're the one with the plan, if you have the plan, continue to plan and focus on yourself. There's no reason for you to have a plan and try to make people believe in your plan or make people follow your plan, because you might put a fire into somebody that didn't need it at that time. Because that's what I did. I put fire into niggas that didn't need it, and they thought they didn't need me, and they went on about themselves, and they nowhere near where I am today, so it's no point. Focus on yourself. If I can go back in time, I would literally tell myself, that's it. I wouldn't change nothing that I did, but I would literally say, yo, G, fuck them niggas. Real.
Hey G, anything you want to talk about?
No, not really. I mean, I got music coming, I got projects coming, but I think this mirror talk situation is something deeper than just talking about what you got coming. It's more so like a reflection on yourself. So I just want to tell myself that you got it, bro. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself, keep God first. And cherish the people that really love you, that's really here for you, that really care. Because you do so much for everybody. And sometimes it looks like it's working and they appreciate you, but then other times it looks like they're just using you. So make sure you check on the ones that actually care for you, the ones that don't give a fuck about the music, don't give a fuck about the clout, don't give a fuck about nothing, the moves, the clubs. They don't care about nothing. They just love you because they love you. Check on those people, call them, text them. Just be more in touch with the people who matter. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Signing out. That's a wrap.